You guys hear that hurricane? My name is Spencer Berke and I'm a photographer and social media marketer based out of Southern California. Today we are in my 2011 E90 M3 and I'm going to be teaching you guys how to drive a manual car. I know that a lot of people have requested this video and I want to just kind of offer my knowledge from this car. I had a Subaru STI that was manual, my E30 was manual. Now I have this beast of a car, V8, which is so fun with a 6-speed manual transmission. Now after all of this time of owning this car, I've always wanted to kind of share what it's like to drive the car with the manual, and also I'll be doing some videos in the future that will cover like maintenance cost and also like just some other reviews of the car. You know, I have the IP exhaust, which I love. I'll be doing a recap review on that very soon. But to keep things very simple, I'll be offering a video today on how to drive a manual car. So if you can, give the video a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Sit back and hopefully you'll learn something from this video. Personally, I feel like the first thing you want to learn is how transmissions work. This right here, just pause the video, read that. But when it comes to a manual gearbox, for me, the reason why I bought this car was because I feel much more connected, I feel much more in control, and for me it's just more fun. Okay, so as you can see, got my feet right here. I have the clutch pedal, this is my brake right here, and that's my throttle. 3 pedals, all relatively easy to understand: gas, brake, clutch. This is called your dead pedal. That's where you rest your foot while you're driving if you really want to. For me, I'm pretty much always on the clutch to be in control, but if I'm on like the freeway, I'll put my foot right here and just let it rest. So it depends on personal preference really. So there's a very easy portion of this right here. Foot goes on the brake, clutch goes all the way in, right hand goes into first gear. Pretty simple. Press the start button. Now, you do not want to let out of the clutch. And the reason behind that is because you'll end up stalling. Basic takeoff techniques are very simple. It's all about a balancing act. So watch my right foot, press your gas in and slowly let out of the clutch, which is the balancing act, and you'll get a feeling of kind of where it grabs. Now what you can do to find out where it grabs is basically just don't use anything with the gas, only let out of the clutch, but very slowly. And if you ever feel at a point where it's going to stall, put your foot in. So what you do is slowly let out of the clutch and it's grabbing right there. My car's slowly moving forward. Now what you want to do is you want to add a little bit of gas to it. So slowly press the gas, let out of the clutch, then completely let out of the clutch, and now you're in control. Let's go ahead and just do some quick driving. You guys can watch what I do. I'll exaggerate my foot movement just a little bit more so you can understand what I'm doing. Just passed me. Now, I made a video on rev matching, so I may have to show off just a little bit. I smell garlic bread. So it's relatively simple. Some cars come with something called a hill assist. Now what that means is that when you're on a hill, what's going to happen is that when you have your clutch in and your foot off the brake, it's going to give you 3 to 5 seconds of a hold to let you catch the clutch and balance out your throttle. Now what that means is that if you're on a hill, you're not going to roll back, it's going to hold you still. But if you have an older car that doesn't have that option, this is the Ebrake Trick. The Ebrake Trick works great. All you do, hold your e-brake up, slowly let out of the clutch and press the gas. What that's gonna do is if you're on a hill, if you're in traffic and someone's behind you, if you don't wanna roll back into your driveway, maybe there's like a pole or something behind you, The Ebrake Trick is great for your last resort because it gives you that stability to hold still and be able to balance out your clutch and your throttle and then take off without hitting the person behind you or hitting anything behind you. I'm going to teach you how to launch control, but be careful because you can blow your transmission. What you're going to want to do is prepare yourself for a lot of fun. First thing you want to do, turn your traction control completely off. A lot of cars have a button somewhere that say traction control. My car says DSC. It eliminates the factor of losing power anytime your car senses that you're spinning the tires. This gives you the access to go ahead and spin as much as you want without any worry of cutting the power at all. Now what you're gonna wanna do is pick a good RPM that your car can handle. Some cars cannot go to 7,000 RPM and drop the clutch because you're basically gonna blow out your transmission. I'm gonna do it about 35 to 4,000 RPM. As soon as you get to 4,000 RPM and your foot is on the clutch, have your foot still on the gas and completely let out of the clutch all the way and then floor your throttle all the way to the ground. It's gonna look something like this. You know, just casually filming in Newport Beach and